Everybody loves to quote this scripture. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. You've heard it, I've heard it, but most people stop right there, right? And the most important part they haven't said. The word actually says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Now listen, this is not just a warning to watch your mouth, right? This is spiritual law. And the reason the enemy does not want you to understand this law is because once you really grasp it, you'll stop sabotaging yourself with your own words. You'll stop living on society's standard and start living by kingdom standards. So let's clear this up. The misconception is that this verse is about just being positive. Like don't say bad stuff, only say good stuff. But the original Hebrew breaks it down differently. When it says the power of the tongue, the Hebrew word for power is yad, okay? That word literally means hand, control, or authority. Your tongue is not just making noise. Your tongue is like a hand that plants seeds. That's why you still remember words somebody spoke over you years ago, because these words were seeds. They planted something in you, and you've been living in the fruit of it ever since. So this is bigger than being positive. It's about authority. Now, here's the part people skip, okay? They that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Fruit in Hebrew is peri. It means harvest, outcome, evidence. So here's the principle. Whatever you love to talk about, whatever you delight in speaking, you're going to eat it. If you love gossip, you'll eat gossip fruit. If you love complaining, you'll eat frustration fruit. But if you love speaking faith, you'll eat the fruit of favor, peace, breakthrough. Okay? And here's the kicker. You don't get to choose if you eat the fruit. You only get to choose the kind of fruit it will be. Whether sweet, whether bitter, you're going to taste the harvest of your words. So if you look around your life right now, the relationships you have, the money you make, the way you see yourself, ask yourself, is this fruit from words I planted? Because more often than not, it is. Now, let me tell you why the enemy does not want you to understand this scripture. Because if you did, you stop aligning your words with society and really start aligning them with scripture. See, society tells you words don't mean much. That's just how I talk. I'm just keeping it real. But in the kingdom, words are everything, okay? Creation itself started with, and God said. The devil doesn't care if you go to church. What he does care about is if you start speaking what God said. Because once you align your mouth with spiritual law, he can't control the harvest anymore, y'all. That's why he wants you casual with your words. He wants you joking about being broke, which is wild. He wants you declaring stress and defeat over your life because he knows your tongue plants seeds, and seeds guarantee a harvest. So no, this isn't about affirmations. It's about spiritual law. Scripture is spiritual law. And whether you know the law or not, it's still effective. So here's the truth. If you don't take this seriously and be intentional with your words, your tongue will master you. You'll keep living in cycles you spoke into existence without even realizing it. You'll keep eating fruit you never actually wanted, but you planted anyway. So here's your spiritual self-care action for the week. Write down the top 3 phrases you catch yourself saying all the time about your money, about your health, about your future. Then ask, is this life or is this the opposite of life? And don't just stop there. Replace it with scripture, not just a positive thought, okay? Instead of saying, I'm so tired of being broke, say, God is supplying all my needs according to his riches and glory. Instead of saying, I'll never get out of this, say, I'm more than a conqueror. That's how you flip the law and work in your favor. So family, that's what it means when the scripture says, they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Your words are seeds and your harvest is guaranteed. If you found this helpful, go ahead and like this video, leave me a comment, tell me what your thoughts are and how intentional you will be going forward with your words. If you want more of this, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Join me in the spiritual self-care circle and share this video with a friend so that you all can come in alignment. Because remember, self-care is a byproduct of self-love. And the way you care for yourself in every area of your life will indeed impact every area of your life. Until next time.